Well, as a neuroscientist, I mean, you're your own patient. I mean, the fact that you were able to, turn your life around in such a dramatic fashion and do it essentially through sheer will and, setting up practices that would fuel you in that right direction, and then being available when those mentors showed up from the early therapist. Sounds like that guy almost saved your life.
He absolutely
right?
saved my life.
Yeah.
He gave me the book, Wherever You Go, There You Are, the
Uh-huh.
John Kabat-Zinn book. And he said, no pressure, but if you can develop a mindfulness practice where you can sit still for like 10 minutes a day, it'll serve you very well. So I started doing that. Like he could have told me, he could have told me to hang out of a window by my ankles. I would have done it. I think there was a self-preservation thing was kicking in for me. So I got very interested in mindfulness meditation. He also, it was, I think, quite smart in saying, look, there's a whole world of psychedelic drugs that are powerful in influencing the mind. He said, if you're going to explore those, wait until your brain has already developed, which I think is a controversial statement in and of itself. So he actively discouraged me to go down that path, which I think was the right thing, given I was a minor, And nowadays there's all this discussion now about psychedelics and their power, and I think they are very interesting compounds. But he really steered me towards behavioral practices. Like, what could I do each day from waking up to going to sleep that would serve my mental health and my productivity well?
Right.
Yeah, I owe him a tremendous amount, and especially because he wasn't just in the psychoanalytic theory, he also was like cognitive behavioral. He understood the power of practices, not just discussing issues.
Yeah, to begin a meditation practice at that age in the mid-90s, that's pretty radical.
Yeah, I felt it was funny because I thought if I didn't sit in the lotus position, like I wasn't doing it properly. Back then there was all this stuff around it. It was very mystical. And in my family, because my dad's very conservative and my mom's a little bit more of a free spirit, I was taught that anything that related to hippie culture was doomed to fail and cause problems, and that anything that was related to like conservative culture was fated to advance the progress of humanity.
Right.
And it turned out neither one was true, of course. But I needed people to push me in those directions. Lift weights, run, meditate, do your schoolwork, do your homework. And so I think now I have a good relationship with my parents, but I think I had to go out into the world and find those